Okay, welcome to the West Virginia Entrepreneurship Ecosystem June meeting. Summer has arrived. Amber, any fun, exciting updates for summer?
Well, we had a good time at the Almost Heaven Classic in beautiful weather over the weekend, so that got me excited for summer. But we do have I think it'll probably be the next one, Tara, that will announce a little change because of my maternity leave. But we've got some cool things coming on the ecosystem this summer, and I know we've got a site visit tomorrow for Bridging Innovation 2025. So lots of good things coming, and we appreciate you hopping on in the busiest time with vacations, etc. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Amber. Well, we are excited to get the June meeting kicked off here. Morgan, will you talk to us a little bit about the West Virginia Grant Center?
Absolutely. Hi, everybody. Thank you for having us today. I'm here with our co-director, Priscilla Santos. She's on the call as well. I'm going to share my screen and show you a little bit about our website and share with you what we do and the services that we offer. So can you all see that?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So we are the West Virginia Grant Resource Centers, and we are a free service that serves all 55 counties of West Virginia with special consideration to the at-risk counties, or I'm sorry, the distressed counties. So what we do is if we ever get to capacity, which we haven't yet, we came really close during congressionally directed spending. We triage the counties and we always pay special attention to the distressed counties, and we put those first on the list. So we are trying to bring economic satisfaction to the state of West Virginia. So if your project has to do, like if your organization has to do with workforce training initiatives, we'll help with grants for that, grant proposals, or congressionally directed spending requests or pitch decks, or any way to really bring funding to your organization. If it has to do with job creation or retention, infrastructure and site development, community development and outdoor recreation, or the umbrella of economic development as a whole. So those are our 5 areas of focus. Now, this is a little bit about us. So we service, like I said, all 55 counties. There are 2 centers, one that is I'm trying to get back, there we go. One that is really WVU centered and one that's Marshall centered, but we work together 100% collaboration. So if you want to come and receive assistance from us 100% free, you're going to go to the homepage and you hit request assistance, and it'll bring you to a Qualtrics form. And it takes about 2 minutes to fill this form out, and you just tell us a little bit about yourself. This form comes directly to Priscilla and myself. And from that, we then meet every Wednesday at 2 p.m. and we go over each new form for the week individually, and we divide them up upon our wonderful staff of grant writers. So these are some of our grant writers and co-founder, but our grant and Dr. Liz Vitullo and Seraphine Scarborough are our co-founders. But we have student workers, and then these are some of our grant writers and our public relations coordinator. But our grant writers specialize in certain aspects of different kinds of grants, like outdoor rec and community development and recovery services and stuff like that. So we'll divide the grants up between them, and then we'll meet with you virtually and go through the grants. We also have a really awesome data section, so you can find any kind of data that you need for West Virginia here to help build a needs statement for a grant. We have different events. We offer live grant assistance trainings. We have another one on the 18th. You can register for those, and they're all booked up to August 20th. And you can also register for Grants 101 training on the homepage where it says request training. So you can sign up to get the latest news in our newsletter right here. And if you want a training, you request training, fill out a training form that also comes to Priscilla, and I will meet with you individually on a virtual meeting. And if you have 50 or more people, we'll do the training in person. It's a 6-hour training. It's called Grants 101. And if you want to do, if you have less than 50 people, we'll meet with you virtually and do the training. We also offer 2 micro credentials, one through WVU that Priscilla teaches, It's the essentials of grant writing. It's a virtual course that's 8 weeks. That's the only thing we charge for. It's $250 if you want to take that, but you get a micro credential at the end. And then Marshall, we offer the advanced one. I teach that one, and you get a micro credential at the end of that. And that's $250. And that's a little bit about the Grant Resource Centers. How did I do on time?
You killed it. We
All right.
have a minute left, so thank you very much. And I will say that just through our subcommittee work and the survey that we put together, the Entrepreneur Landscape Survey, this is definitely an untapped resource available within the state that we would encourage folks to reach out to and get to know those individuals. They are here to help, and they're a great opportunity for us to work with them. So thank you.
I'm putting our website in the chat.
Yes, please put anything that you'd like in the chat, including contact information, and we'll put that in our recap email, Morgan. That'd be great.
Perfect.
Great. And our entrepreneur spotlight this week or this month is Mal's Fresh Produce. So Mal, are you on with us? Yeah, she is. You might have to unmute. I'm asking you, it might prompt you.
Good. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi, everybody. How are you guys? Thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely. So we just want to hear a little bit about your story. And then Mal, if you have any specific asks, I know I've seen a couple of things that you've been posting on social media. So if you have asks, need for equipment, support, kind of let us know. So you want to tell us a little bit about your business and what you need from the ecosystem.
Yes. So here at Mal's Fresh Produce, I'm here at my storefront right now. We carry all kinds of local produce, and we carry a lot more items like local meat, canned items, and basically our mission at Mal's is to nourish our community with locally sourced and nutritious food while fostering a sustainable and resilient local food system. So we support local farmers and producers, and we are really striving to create access of fresh food to our community throughout our 5 locations. This is my 5th year in business. So obviously the vision has been growing every year, and we're coming to the point now where we really want to get into serving fresh food, like some hot food, and kind of build out a food trailer to just get seafood even in here and start cooking as well. So that's what I'm actually looking for, is any grant that possibly could help support that. We do already have the trailer. We have to be quick with things because, you know, it's summertime and whatnot, but we are going to slowly launch it as we do our research that we need to do it efficiently. I'm not rushing into it because I really do want to do well at it and take the time I need to take to do the research. A lot of people, they shop with us, they trust us, and we are doing incredible things here in Morgantown. I was an Ignite finalist, and I actually did end up winning a good amount of money because we operate at such a large scale. You know, even the amount that I received, it was spent quite quickly on the things that we needed. For example, we just had to build a 40-foot walk-in shed. So in order just to carry the amount of produce that we're going to be selling this summer. So yeah, we hope to serve at least 5 days out of the week fresh food, and we plan to use all of our ingredients, of course, for the food trailer, which is locally sourced meat, all of our vegetables. Right now, we just switched to local produce coming out of Romney. We're doing really big things here, so we're just going to keep that vision going. Is that 5 minutes?
Yeah, Mal, that was great. We really appreciate that. And I don't know if you have an opportunity, make sure you look through the chat because we've got people cheering for you. Priscilla actually has a note about the Grant Center for West Virginia. They have someone that specializes in what you're looking to do. So make sure you go through those
and she
notes
put
and
that in
see.
there.
Okay, perfect. I'm glad you saw that. So we are here to support you, and thank you for coming on today. And then also, I don't know if you saw
Thank you.
Goldman Sachs as well. So make sure you stay on the call and listen to Gideon's going to be coming on here in a little bit. But thank you for coming on today and telling us a little bit about your story.
Thank you guys, and thanks for all your support.
All right, thanks so much. And this is a perfect transition to Liberty. Can you tell us a little bit about the Appalachian Food Works Partnership and what's going on with PCAP?
Absolutely. Hi, everyone. I can see a small fraction of you, but I see there's a lot of you on the call today. Thank you so much to Tara and Amber for inviting us to be part of this today. I think you might have heard from some of my colleagues at last month's meeting, so I'll try not to repeat any information or maybe just give a little bit of a high-level overview of the partnership and then talk a little bit about PCAP's role in the partnership. So the Appalachian Food Works Partnership is a new program at Healthy Food Financing Initiative. It is called the Partnerships Program, brand new this year. And the goal of the partnership is basically to increase food access in rural communities, at-risk communities, through offering grants, loans, and technical assistance, wraparound technical assistance support to local food retailers, grocers, and then folks working at the mid-tier level of the food supply chain that are basically selling into servicing those types of retailers. And so those are sort of two of our main target audiences with this program. A lot is really still in development with this. So unfortunately, we don't have a ton of detail yet. It is a cooperative agreement with the Healthy Food Financing Institute. So that means that there's a lot of back and forth and a lot of shared planning that is going on right now. So we will have definitely hope to have more information about the program and be able to launch it closer to the fall or later this year. Let's see. So as I mentioned, we are going to be offering technical assistance. My organization, Partner Community Capital, is the certified lender in the partnership. We are a CDFI, a Community Development Financial Institute. We've been certified since 2001, working in West Virginia, surrounding states, and North Carolina. As a CDFI, we're mission driven. We aim to create alternative streams of income and capital to folks that maybe aren't as fundable in the sort of traditional banking world. And our mission includes servicing, really enhancing and supporting people, the planet, and then also increasing profits. At PCAP, we have a number of special teams and strategic initiatives. I'm the program manager for the Value Chain Cluster Initiative. That's a big word, so we call it VCT for short. But it's really our special team that focuses on the food and farm sector, which, as many of you probably know, is really growing at a very rapid rate in West Virginia. So it's a joy to be doing this at this time. And let's see, so for PCAP's role, we will be creating some basically improving upon our products, creating some additional credit enhancement tools to try to make our terms, our lending more flexible and more accessible to folks in this particular sector who may not, have thought about trying to access capital before, or maybe haven't been as successful in other ways, because they do have these really unique, as we just saw, businesses. Sometimes they're seasonal, they need flexibility, and they just really need sometimes some additional technical assistance support to make their the access to the capital and the grants and things like that more viable for their business. And so we'll be working on products, we'll be working on our underwriting process, our application process, and really building that alongside the Food Farm Coalition and two other partners in the partnership, including the WVU Center for Resilient Communities and the WVDA Vets and Heroes to Agriculture program. So those are the four main partners in West Virginia Food and Farm Coalition is our lead partner as well. And I'm not sure where I am with time, but that is a high-level overview. And it's going to be a very collaborative process. Planning will be starting probably July, August between all the partners. And we will be hoping to roll out probably some pilot grants in the fall, and then really kicking this off in early 2025.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. And definitely a great connection there between the work you're doing and kind of Mal's ask. So appreciate you hopping on and talking about that.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Next we have, we had the pleasure of meeting Jamila a few months ago, and we finally captured you for a call, Jamila. So do you want to tell us a little bit about Innovative Community Solutions?
Hello, hi, I'm Jamila. Um, Innovative, and I see a couple people I know, and
Hi.
Priscilla and Gideon is here, and Priscilla's probably gonna like smack my wrist because I've worked with the Grant Resource Center and am still working with the Grant Resource Center on a pretty heavy lift. So forgive me, Priscilla, but Innovative Community Solutions is a community-based organization that strives to increase upward mobility. We design programs to mitigate social determinants of health. So that's kind of broad, and I like to think in terms of frameworks. So economic development, health and wellness, cultural preservation, and youth development. So what we're currently working on is a cultural heritage preservation project, and it's something that I'm trying to put together as a part of graduating from the Appalachian Regional Commission. That's one of the programs that I graduated from last year, and it was just, I really kind of started figuring out that I was a community leader a couple years ago when I did the hubs training. And then I wanted more and more leadership training. I did the ARC training and then the Federal Reserve training. And all of that really kind of helped culminate and help me clarify the things that I'm doing in my community and how to kind of search smartly for funding. And so the Grant Resource Center has been instrumental in that. But there's just some problems that I can't answer. And that's one of those is being in Jefferson County, and Jefferson County being kind of a competitive county, or what is considered affluent in, relative to distressed counties. And my time is up.
Thank you, Jamila. Please go ahead and drop your contact information and anything that you want to follow up, because it sounds like you were finishing a thought there. If you want to drop that information in the chat, so then people can interact with you there, and we'll make sure to put all that information in the follow-up email as well.
Sure.
Thank you.
And Jamila, if you don't mind adding any information on the trainings that you referenced too, I think that's a great opportunity. It sounds like we have folks that are interested in those as well. So that would be great to drop that information too. Sorry, Tara.
Nope, you're good. Perfect. All right. So next up, Gideon, can you talk to us about Goldman Sachs 10,000 small businesses? I know that applications due pretty soon, right?
Actually, a great question. First of all, thank you for having me here today. I appreciate your invite. We are pushing back the application deadline another week to the 21st, so you can get your applications in. But before we talk about applications, let's talk about the program. So there's a few people I recognize here in the Zoom. Hi, Jamila. Our program, 10,000 Small Business West Virginia, is a business growth education program where business owners, and this is for free, it's about scholarships provided by the Goldman Sachs Foundation. They receive a practical business education, take advantage of peer-based learning opportunities, because if I'm doing my job right, I'm going to have a cohort of business owners, about 30 to 40 of them, where you can be able to drink deeply from the experience that they bring to the table. You have the opportunity for increased access to capital with the program, access to faculty experts that we bring in from all over the country to help teach you, to create a 5-year business growth plan. And the beauty of this plan is after you take this 12-week journey with us, Goldman Sachs puts a stamp on this 5-year business growth plan. And the cachet that brings to the table allows you to liaise effectively with lending institutions, local CDFIs, to give you the capitalization that you need to grow your business. And on top of that, when you graduate from our program, you have access to the National Alumni Program, where you and over 15,000 alumni, 86% of you do business with each other. So it is a growth opportunity. We are going to start in September. I'm going to put the application information in the chat. I'm the only person named Gideon in this entire program, so I'm very easy to track down. So keep me to my word, and I love to talk to you at some time. I think I'm coming up on 2 minutes right now, and I'll cede my time back to the rest of the community. Oh, sorry about that.
Great. Thank you so much. And I know we've been in touch, and it seems like you all are getting good application turnout. So that's really exciting. We're thrilled to hear that from West Virginia. So if you haven't, that extended deadline will really help you all
Oh, please.
to take advantage of it.
You know, by the way, that alarm right there, you're all manifesting as part of our something called EEC, efficient, effective, compelling. So I'm all about 2 minutes getting the word out as quickly as possible. And I appreciate the 2 minutes you gave me today. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gideon. We appreciate you.
Cheers.
The next person we want to hear from, we had Kyle reached out via email to Tara and I. They're been on several meetings, and he wanted to talk a little bit about small business consulting. I hear you have a headquarter move coming up, Kyle. So you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yes, we sure do. So, hi, everyone. My name is Kyle Mason with SBC Consulting. I'm the Director of Development. We partner with we are a third-party technical service provider. What we do is partner with small business development centers, CDFIs, PCAPs on the call, women's business centers, and we provide the technical assistance for them in many cases, maybe due to capacity or more need than what they can handle. So we cover things from like QuickBooks, website design, social media marketing, and I will screen share here if it will allow me so everybody can see all of our services.
Yeah, let me make you a co-host real quick so it will let
Okay.
you. Okay, go ahead.
Perfect. And unfortunately, I have like 5 screens up in my home office, so I got to pick the right one. So hopefully everybody can see the services that we offer. But we are moving to our headquarters to Charleston, West Virginia. So we're working on the renovations of the office and the old Morrison building, also adding staff to that branch, I would say, as well, since we're kind of keeping the same office here in Columbus. But we're really excited to move to West Virginia. We're really excited to partner with those in the ecosystem. I would ask that anybody that provides technical assistance, whether ones I've heard on the call or ones I haven't heard, let's have a conversation to see if we can provide value to your services and help you help more businesses. Over here are some options that we've offered on behalf of our partners. Like I mentioned, our big signature ones are website design, QuickBooks, implementing that, either cleaning it up and also training, credit repair, business plan creation, helping businesses become capital ready, to move to that next stage in their chapter, and several other options as well. So we have 15 consultants all over the US on behalf of our partners. So yeah, let's have a conversation.
Great. Thanks, Kyle. We appreciate you coming on today.
Thank you.
All right. Next up, Toy. Will you tell us a little bit about your summer series that's coming up?
Yep. Okay. Start over. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I am Toy Hirschman, like Gideon. I'm easy to find because I have a weird name. Not that Gideon's a weird name, but mine's weird. And I'm the CEO, executive director for the National Consortium for Entrepreneurship Education. I think it took me the whole 2 minutes to say that title. We do all manner of entrepreneurship education and training in the K-12, but we're trying something different right now. And so we are doing a summer series. I will put the flyer in the chat. There's a QR code. It's real easy to register. But if you know any students who are currently or getting ready to be in college that also want to do a side hustle startup and learn all kinds of neat things for free, and there's money to win. So, but we're doing 3 meetings during the summer. It's at 6 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. Eastern, and university college students are invited to come. My partner in this has just this amazing group of exited founders and really successful entrepreneurs that are going to come on and do the training. So they're not listening to me. And then we do some wraparound stuff to help these young folks get a business started and learn the entrepreneurial mindset. And so it's the last Thursday of each month starting this month. And then that'll launch into a weekly series in the fall from the folks that are interested. This is kind of our pilot. And then we go full scale in the fall with specific universities and colleges. So I will put it in the chat. So thank you all for having me, and just appreciate this community.
Perfect, Toy. Thank you so much. And I know I'll make a couple connections for you as well to those West Virginia universities. So this is awesome. Okay, next we do have a couple people that put opportunities in the chat. So I wanted to give Megan Butler. Megan has been with us through transitions in companies and has another great opportunity. So Megan, do you want to talk a little bit about the LifeX Accelerator?
Yes, thank you, Amber. And thanks for welcoming me to the call today. It's great to be back. As Amber said, I am with an organization called LifeX, and we specifically support life science and healthcare entrepreneurs. So I'm based in Pittsburgh. The organization is based in Pittsburgh, but we have an accelerator program that we host twice a year, and entrepreneurs from across the country can participate and apply. It's completely virtual, and we would really love to see some applicants for the upcoming cycle based in West Virginia. So we host 2 accelerators each year, one in the spring, one in the fall. So we are specifically gearing up for our fall accelerator right now. Applications for that will be due in August, and then the accelerator will run from September through December. So again, completely virtual. It's really a great opportunity for folks to test really every element that they need to solidify their business model and get ready for investment moving forward. The application isn't quite open yet, but just wanted to make sure this was on people's radars early. So I will post my email in the chat. If anybody is interested in learning more or getting connected, please feel free to reach out.
Great. Thanks, Megan. We appreciate you coming on and sharing that opportunity. Okay, Paul, we saw in the chat a little bit about community investment training. Do you want to hop off mute and tell us a little more?
Yeah, thank you very much. Paul Wright, I'm basically WVS Courses and Coaching, and I've been collaborating with Invest Appalachia, who owns the curriculum that is known by 2 names. It's either known as Community Investment Training or Community Investment Framer. We've just graduated now 50. Jamelia was one of our graduates in our last cohort. The current sponsor that will be having a cohort next is the Federal Reserve Bank of Richmond and their Rural Investment Collaborative. I put in the chat the link, but I can put it in again just in case you don't want to have to go back up the chat. I'm hoping they'll have this open. They're going to have some info sessions coming up in the next 2 weeks. We're going to have 2 sessions, and I'll send that forward that on when we get those nailed down. But this is a collaborative. This is solving the problem that there's not enough talent development. There's a lot of people need support in their role in helping package together investment ready real estate, commercial downtown real estate development projects, or helping entrepreneurs put together projects. So this is not for entrepreneurs. This is for people like us, technical assistance providers, entrepreneur support organizations. And when I spoke at the conference a couple of months ago, this is one of the big topics. We talked about the need for more training and support of train the trainers and train the supporters out there. So they only have room for like 25 people over 5 states. So just be sure you go back to this website in the next month and sign up for the next cohort.
Perfect. Thank you. And my puppy is like whining at me because she really wants to be part of that cohort. So if anybody hears that dog going, apologize in advance for my pup. So a couple of things that we just wanted to say some helpful reminders about. First, we have our upcoming partnership with West Virginia Business Link for a lunch and learn on June 18th at noon to explore the data and the back end of West Virginia Business Link so that resource providers can really see how you can leverage that to support your entrepreneurial support goals. So I will drop the registration in there. Mark has generously volunteered his time to be available to ask questions, to kind of go through those resources. And we think this is a great tool beyond just getting the word out through the calendar, et cetera, but a great way to also get some metrics and some insights into how Business Link can be leveraged to support your ESO goals. So highly encourage and would love to see you all on there. We'll also be recording it for follow-up as well. And then Tara, I was trying to look at this because I don't think that I can show how to accept an invite because I'm already in the group, but I don't
Oh,
Tara
okay, well,
got
I can kind of
invited.
explain, yes. So
Okay.
I was going through our LinkedIn and inviting people to the West Virginia Entrepreneurship Ecosystem LinkedIn, and several of you are pending. So I've sent a lot of invitations out. I know Amber sent a lot of invitations out. So make sure you go into your group invitations because you can't see those updates that we're throwing in there unless you accept the invitation. So we just want to make sure everyone is aware that we do have a LinkedIn group and we are posting things that you all are saying. So we wanted to make sure that everyone was aware and part of that group.
Yeah, and we regularly share posts from our ESO partners and entrepreneur asks in there. So I did link the group, but there are several to be specific. There are 98 pending invites. So it's very possible you have a pending invite. We'd love to see that group continue to grow and be active.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we also just wanted to mention thank you again to everyone that participated in the survey for the West Virginia Entrepreneurship Ecosystem. We had several subcommittees doing a lot of work, and we just wanted to recognize that impact report is now live on our website. I just dropped the link. Amber, your group did a fantastic job putting it together, and it's beautiful. I think it's 48 pages. So
Yes.
if you are looking for any of the information that came from that, please go ahead and you can go to the website, scan this. We'll also be sharing it around, but it is some really good information. You are more than welcome to use it if you're writing grants around innovation, entrepreneurship, and I think it just shows where we are right now and where we're looking to grow for the future. So Amber, I don't know if you have any other thoughts to add to that.
Yeah, we'll put a direct downloadable PDF link in the follow-up recap email as well. But I just want to give a shout out to our subcommittee leads for putting together the addendum reports. So we have a report from the Capital Committee that Michelle's put together. We have a report from the regulatory commitment that Valerie and Ariana put together. And we have a report from the Talent Committee that Tara and Carrie put together. And then an awesome summary of the data from the survey that our team, Kim and Jen, helped put together. So that all will be really helpful for any kind of reference for you all for anything. If you have any questions, if you'd like anything answered about that that's what we're looking at. But know that everything, as always, is an iterative and process. And we're taking this entrepreneurially, so we're learning as we go. But that kind of gives us some guideposts for the direction we'd like to take things. So we appreciate your all's feedback on it.
Yeah, thanks, Amber. And then that leads us right into Carrie, if you'd like to come off mute and kind of talk about the exciting new pilot project that we're doing with one of the counties in Northern West Virginia.
Yes, thanks, guys. Yeah, I want to repeat what a wonderful report this was. I was so excited to look through all the data. But anyways, if you have seen it or if you haven't yet, at the end of the report, it's a short, just a paragraph about what we're doing with Marshall County. And so we have a Marshall County Entrepreneurial Ecosystem pilot program that's going to be starting in August. It's a 3-year program I see you, Valerie. It's a 3-year program. We're going to be collecting data all around Marshall County with regard to entrepreneurs and the existing resource providers, and forming an ecosystem similar to this one, only within Marshall County. Like I said, it's a 3-year program. We have some wonderful partners in Marshall County. It's being funded entirely by the Marshall County Commission, which is absolutely incredible. So we're going to be collecting data. We're going to be making connections. We're going to be looking under rocks and really trying to find everything we can find out in Marshall County, putting a report together at the end and then sharing it with you all. So if you are interested in replicating anything in your region, in your county, in your area, it'll be available for everybody. So stay tuned for 2027.
Perfect. All right, so now we're going to transition into some of our corners. So Mike Queen, anything from the Secretary of State's office that you'd like to update us on?
Yes, real quick. Thank you, everybody. This is annual report month. It's the last month for the 143,000 businesses in West Virginia to file their annual report, which has to be filed. We still have about 28,000 businesses who have not filed their annual report yet. Not to worry, everybody. A lot of folks wait till this last minute, but they are due at the end of the month. It's only $25 to file that annual report. I think everyone understands the reason for the information that's there, and a lot of different agencies, state agencies, use that data to communicate with our businesses. throughout the state. But it's, even if you're part of a fee waiver program, if you're part of the veterans or spouses of veterans or young entrepreneur fee waiver programs for annual reports, you still have to file an annual report. If you have problems or you can't get your account, or there's a password issue, contact one of our business and licensing agents, and we would be more than happy to help anybody get and stay in compliance. Because July 1, there was a $50 late fee, number one. But number two, it also sets the clock for delinquencies and revocations. To let everybody know, we had 1,157 new businesses just last month. 1,157 businesses just last month, and we average close to 1,200 businesses every month. And some businesses just let everything expire, and then we have to revoke them. We have to go to court to have them revoked, and then it ties up a name in case someone else is wanting a name. There's all kind of problems with that. But we really hope that as practitioners, one and all on this call, that you'll do what you can to promote the timely filing of annual reports for everybody in your counties, everybody in your networks, because it is really, really, really important. So June is annual report month in the Secretary of State's office. Let us help you or help your clients if they need anything as it relates to this particular topic, but any topic, through our West Virginia One-Stop Business Center, which I work at here in the Clarksburg office. We have one in Martinsburg, and of course the new facility, which is larger now, on Canal Boulevard in Charleston. That's it. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Mike. We appreciate it. And we will be sure to file our annual reports this month. All right. Mark Burdett, what's going on, buddy, with Business Link?
Hello, everyone. My name is Mark Burdett. I'm the program coordinator for West Virginia Business Link. For those who do not know, Business Link is a service of the Small Business Development Center and here at the Department of Economic Development. And Tara and Amber asked me to kind of go into a little bit more detail on how to submit events. So I'm going to share my screen here real quick, and we're going to run through that real quick. All right, can everybody see that? All right, so when you come to Business Link, the main page, and click on calendar, this is where it drops you. Okay, you get the full month view. So we're looking at June this month, and down at the bottom, you click on submit your event. And when you click on submit your event, you'll come to this page. So I'm going to do a real quick test. Make sure you put a really good title. This is for searching, SEO purposes, whatever the name of your event is. Make sure it's very descriptive and easy to follow. You can put your event description here. Start and end times. If it's an all-day event, be sure to click that. So we'll make it an all-day event. So this is one of the biggest things here is we've got, I'm going to pick a pitch contest here. So be sure to select an event image. It's very, very important. It's very much needed for social sharing and to share on all the social channels. Make sure that you have some sort of image. If not, I will try to search one for you or make one, but I'd prefer not to. There's a lot of them out there. So make sure that you put an event out there. Now, these categories are, a lot of them are preloaded. And if there is a new one or you leave it blank, I will tag that for you to make sure that that there is a category associated with, but there are already preloaded categories for you to be sure to select, and you can select more than one just from the drop down. Same thing with tagging. If it's access to capital in Advantage Valley, you guys can add those tags, multiple tags. You can make sure you put your venue. There are a lot of venues that are already preloaded in here. If it's not on the list, you can create one. So make sure that you do that. Be sure to put whoever's organizing the event here, and there can be multiple organizers. We get a lot of that, a lot of partnering going on in the ecosystem. So make sure you do that. Website, you can drop your link in there. If there's a cost associated with it, just put it in. If not, if it's free, you can leave it blank or put 0. And that's it. You just agree to the little terms and conditions, not too much legalese there, and you hit submit, and it's done. It actually comes to me via email, and within 24 to 48 hours, I get it up on the website. And so you guys do about 80% of the heavy lifting. I do about 20% on the back end, make sure everything's right, review it, make sure everything's coded properly. And then I also do some SEO work to help out. So when people are searching online, the chances of it coming up is greater than not. So if anybody has any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them now, or I'll drop my info in the chat, and you're more than welcome to reach out to me anytime, schedule a one-on-one, be more than happy to do that. So that's all we got.
Great. Thank you so much. And definitely encourage you all to take advantage of that and continue to populate that calendar with your events. So if you had one shared today, and please make sure it's in that calendar. All right. Our last formal corner is the investment corner. Michelle, you want to kind of give us an overview on where things are and anything on the capital subcommittee update too? That would be great. The action plan. So.
Yeah, thanks, Amber. Our committee was very impressed with the report, and actually they are, there was a member that reached out and said they're going to use it as part of moving forward with what they're doing in their initiatives. And so it's serving the purpose of being able to provide information that can then be used again for grants and other research projects. So very excited about that. Highlighting the investment corner. So for those of you who don't know, I'm Michelle O'Connor, and I'm the director of Innova Commercialization. We are an initiative of the High Tech Foundation here in Fairmont. We are a statewide initiative, and so we help with early stage companies. So I have money to invest, and I work with the private sector and help you kind of meet your needs of where you are, and see if we can help find others to come in and help with what the funding is that you need. The other thing is I offer technical assistance funding. So I have several buckets that I can tap into. And so we have been very active helping companies in West Virginia. So we've helped them with legal services. So somebody needs a trademark, somebody needs to establish themselves as a C Corp. We've helped cover those costs. We've helped with a company to bring in a consultant to help them with putting together a marketing plan. So we've been very active with that. So we work closely with many of the angel groups and investments funds in the state, and we have a lot of exciting things coming around the corner that I can't quite release yet, but some very positive things that are going to be happening that we're going to be very active. And so we just wanted to put out there that we're here, we're available, and I'll drop my information in the chat.
Great. Tara, I think that's the end of our formal agenda. Any other ecosystem updates? I know we caught a couple of them in the chat. Any folks have anything else they'd like to share?
Well, we appreciate you all coming on for June. We know this is a big travel time and it's summer, but we're all still out here working. We're all for one and working together. So thank you all for being out here, sharing your events and what's going on. Again, we're always happy to help if someone has pain points, if an entrepreneur needs to get somewhere where they're not sure where to go. We appreciate you jumping on and helping everyone out. So thank you all for being here in the June meeting.
And we actually wrap up one at 45 minutes versus an hour. So there you go, guys. Go get ready for your 3 o'clock meetings.
All right.
Thank you, everyone.
See you in July.
Great day. Take care.